Okay, so boys and girls, we are talking about theme, and we are talking about theme in our story about Gigi and the wishing ring. To recap what theme is, Clark. Theme is the main message, lesson, or moral of the text. Now, quite often, we have to figure out what the theme is. So we're kind of looking for clues. We look to see what happens to the characters. We see how the characters react. What do the characters learn? And how do the characters grow or change? And we ask ourselves, what is the author trying to teach me? And there's a lot of common themes in literature and in drama, like friendship is important, be kind to others, don't give up, things like that. Those are very common themes. So what we needed to do for our paper was read page, what was it, 328. And we had to identify and analyze an important theme of this play. And that's what you did on your own. And now we're going to discuss what you came up with. So this is what you had to read. You had to read scene 2, or part of scene 2 anyhow. So they wanted you to read page 328. So let's kind of discuss what you thought was going on. So what lesson or theme about life does Gigi learn from Old Woman? What does he learn? What do you think he learned? What do you think he learned?
That he deserves kindness in return.
That if he what?
That he deserves kindness in return.
He deserved kindness in return. And why did he deserve kindness in return? In return for what?
Because he took the sack because he thought they would break her back.
Because he took the sack in return, because he did something kind, so he got kindness in return. What did you write, Anastasia?
If you give kindness, you get kindness.
If you give kindness, you get kindness. What did you write, Juliana?
Being kind will give you good things.
Being kind will give you good things. What did you write?
To be nice to people, and if somebody gives you something, you should give them something in return.
Okay. What did you write, Kelsey?
Get what you get.
You get what you give. Oh, isn't that funny? Because didn't his mother tell him that at the beginning? Elisa?
Always be kind and loving.
Always be kind and loving. What did you say?
Treat pets and friends as you would like to be treated.
Okay. What did you write, Clark?
Hold people and they will show kindness back.
Very nice. What did you write, Olive?
When you are nice to someone, they will be nice to you.
Very good. Now, all of you who said those things, that was the theme. You nailed the theme. You did a great job. So yes, our theme, if you give something good, you will get something good in return. So I'm going to write that for those who would like to see it in writing. I'm going to write that. How many of you wrote something like that? That was the theme. Perfect. You got the theme. So if you give something good, perfect. If you give something good, you will get something good in return. And so, boys and girls, you were very worried about figuring out the theme, and you did a great job. That was great. Pat yourselves on the back for that. Great job. I'm pretty impressed. Okay, so now in our story it said, what details in the text are clues to this theme? What was clues to this theme? What does it say? What are some clues to the theme? What are some clues to the theme? Kelsey. Okay, yes. What else? Thomas.
The old woman says, your kindness deserves kindness in return.
The old woman said, your kindness deserves kindness in return. Clark.
When you came in with cat and dog.
the old woman gave him the cat and the dog. Yes. What did you write, Teddy?
My cat and dog. Take my cat and dog. They'll be your best friend.
Very good. Yes.
I wrote. Take my cat and dog. Show loyalty. Show loyalty to them. You're most loyal.
Okay. Very good. Yes. Yes, very good. What'd you write, Juliana? Your kindness deserves kindness in return. Yes. What'd you write, Avery? He took the sack from the old woman to help her. Yes.
Your kindness deserves kindness in return.
Your kindness deserves kindness in return. That was evidence right there, boys and girls. Gigi is kind and helpful to the old woman, so she is kind and helpful to him. You guys nailed it. You all wrote things to that effect. So that's what I'm just going to put here. Gigi was kind and helpful to old woman, because that's her name in the story, or in the play, in the drama. Right? So she is kind and helpful to him. Very good. Okay, now we have to go to page 338. And it said, how is this theme different from the topic of the play? Oh, did you have another question?
No, it's 338.
338 it says.
No, it says,
Oh, it said.
that's what the lesson or theme about
Okay.
the life. That's not before.
Okay, so sorry, we're still on the same page. How is this theme different from the topic of the play? How is this theme different from the topic of the play? How is this theme different from the topic of the play? Kelsey? Okay. What else? Anastasia?
It's different because the topic is treat others how you want.
Is that the topic of the play, of the drama? Or is that the theme of the play? About treating others? Isn't that more the theme of the play? What do you think the topic of the play is? That's more what the play is about, the topic. Avery? She gives him things. What is Gigi doing? He's off having a what?
Oh,
Libby? He's carrying the sack for the old woman. So he's off having, we could say he's having, yes?
an adventure.
He's having an adventure. So that would be more along our topic. We could call that our topic. The topic is Gigi's adventure. And then our lesson is, the theme is the lesson that Gigi and the readers learn. Okay? So that's what we'll write. The topic is Gigi's adventure. The theme is the lesson Gigi and the reader learn. Okay, now we have to go to page 338. So remember, our topic is what is exactly going on. So we don't have to try to infer it or guess at it. It's exactly what's going on in the story. The actual thing going on in the story. You didn't have to erase. You didn't have to erase. Okay. So now, I'm going to go to the next page here. What lesson or theme about life does Gigi learn? What is the exact lesson he learned? Teddy?
Be helpful, be careful with what you have.
Okay. Kelsey?
You only get what
You only get what you give. Juliana?
If you lie, you get bad things.
Okay. What did you put down?
Give kindness with kindness and be helpful.
Okay, good. What'd you write?
Treat others how you want to be treated.
Okay, very good. We could write all those things. I think I'm going to go back to what we wrote before, but those are all things that you could write down. Those were all perfectly fine things. Is this number 4, boys and girls?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you give something good, you will get something good in return. I'm just repeating what I said in the other question. So if you give something good, you will get something good in return. And our last question.
That's it.
Oh, that was our last question. Oh, there we go. We're good. No more questions. Good job, boys and girls. So who was surprised at how well they did figuring out the theme? Yes, you did a good job figuring out the theme. It wasn't as difficult as you thought, was it? No. Probably the trickiest thing is that you were a little bit confused about knowing what the story, the difference between the topic of the story and the theme of the story. So we just have to know the topic is what the story is actually about. The theme is the overall lesson learned. Good job, boys and girls. Very good job.